All right, Overwatch has new pickable role passes for every hero from KarQ. Let's get into it.
So Overwatch is experimenting with pickable role passives. Think of it like a basic card loadout for paladins or augments in teamfight tactics. But here in Overwatch, each role, so tank, damage, and supports, have 3 selectable passives to gain an
Okay, I like this idea. I haven't heard about this yet. I'm not in the know on the Overwatch stuff, but this could definitely increase the fun factor for sure.
extra benefit for their hero.
Oh, let's just take a look at these. So tank passives, unyielding, duration of debuffs reduced by 40%. Armored, converts 100 health into armor. Last stand, 50% cooldown reduction when below 50% hit points. Damage passive, Slayer, see critical health enemies through walls. Trigger happy, increases ammo capacity by 20%. Frenzy, eliminations grant a brief 30% speed boost. That's pretty cool. Can you imagine that on Reaper? Or Moria. Support passive, resourcefulness, reduces cooldowns by 20%. Swift save, increases healing by 50% for targets below 35%. I would totally be rocking that on Mercy, 100%. Close call, gain a brief 20% speed boost when below 50% hit points. Would definitely be rocking that too.
For tanks, you can choose Unyielding, in which debuff durations are reduced by 40%. I'd pick this against Sombras or Ana players to help reduce the effectiveness of Hack, Anti-Nade, or Sleep Dart. Armored is the next one, which converts 100 white health into armor. If the incoming damage is under 20 or less, it's reduced by 50% instead. I'd pick this passive against enemies with low increments of damage like Reaper or Tracer. The last passive is called Last Stand, which gives a 50% cooldown reduction when below 50% HP. My initial thought is that this sounds very good for heroes.
Yeah, interesting. I'm going to skip to the end here. He's just going an overview of all the abilities that we just read out. Let's see here. Let's go to the FAQ.
Now here are some important notes and questions you may have. Number 1, these pickable role passives are part of the Quick Play Hacked event. That's just what they call it, where these pickable passives will be in quick play games only.
July 15th
for 2 days
16th.
only. July 15th and July 16th. Number 2, you can change your passive anytime you're in the spawn room, exactly like how you would change a hero, so you can swap.
I don't know if I like that. Honestly, I don't know if I like that you can change that in the spawn room. I don't know. Like, I mean, I get it. You're more flexible. You can change things on the fly, but I don't know. It seems to me like... I guess it makes sense, though, because you can change a lot in the spawn room. So, yeah, all right. I'm good with it.
Passives at like the start of a game, start of a new round, walking back to the spawn room, or like while you're respawning and skipping the kill cam. And finally, the standard role pass.
You know what? I think it would be better. This is just my opinion. Instead of being able to walk back in the spawn room and change it, you should have to wait until you've been fragged to change it. So if you make your selection and you run out, like, it just seems to me like it's going to cause people to run out, engage a little bit, run back in, change, run back, you know, like on the spawn points. And I don't know, that seems kind of lame.
Are actually still active. So yes, tanks have knockback resistance and 25% headshot damage reduction, and DPS heroes have the reduced healing on enemies they've damaged recently, and supports have the quicker self regen along with whatever the hell you picked. Now the devs left some comments and they said that pickable passives looks at whether providing an additional upgrade changes how you approach forming compositions or responding to the enemy team during a match. We're also curious to see how much it puts a dent into overall game clarity. We're excited to see what y'all think.
It's going to make a huge impact, and it's going to be a positive impact. Well, like I said, on the ability to change it, I would, like, once you select it and get out of that room, you should have to die before you select a new one. I just don't, to me, it just seems super lame to have, because, you know, you get into those spawn point camp fights once in a while, and to just run out, do some damage, run back in, change, run back out. It's just, I don't know. I don't like that. It goes against the flow of the game. Like when you, yes, after you die, change for sure, but not when you're still alive. You know what I mean? That would be my feedback.
Now I have some initial thoughts, and that is that this sounds really good and is a great way to bridge a gap between some weaker matchups or counters We all love counter swapping and can add another layer of strategy
Can we just say how awesome KarQ sign is behind him there? It's pretty lit.
to the game by
Way better than my backdrop.
forcing players to adapt their passives. But an issue I see immediately is that since these are standardized passives, that means some of them are literally unclickable depending on the hero you pick. So Hanzo is effectively always...
You know what else they could do too? I'm just shooting from the hip here. They could have these passives changed every season. So it adds a flavor to the season. You know what I mean? Like, mix it up a little bit. Maybe tanks can do a bit more damage on certain seasons. Like maybe there's a tank rage season or something. Maybe DPS become a little bit more resilient. You know what I mean? Maybe healers, just kind of mix it up, but keep it the same for the entire season. Don't change it. So like your season pass and your season name and your season vibe all flow together with these passives.
Down one choice immediately because there's like zero reason to ever take Trigger Happy. So I'd actually like to see Blizzard curate a few hero-specific passives and offer a choice of like your 3 standardized choices and then like 2 more custom-designed ones per hero. Like Hanzo can charge his bow 10% faster, or Cass can increase his fall-off range by 5 meters. I'll update my pinned comment at the bottom with some of my thoughts after actually playing it, and talk more about it on my second channel, the KarQ Archives, which you guys should subscribe to if you haven't, because that's my yapping channel, while this one is generally the more produced and quicker to the point information. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think of this event. So Overwatch.
All right, I like it. I subbed to KarQ. Didn't realize I wasn't subbed to him. Yeah, my reaction overall, fantastic idea. The feedback I mentioned, I think I stick with that. And looking forward to this coming into the game. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure everybody's going to like this, and it's going to be a main staple of the game. So great job, devs. Good job. And take care. God bless.